Hello everyone, this is Nick from the Hackery channel, and today I'm bringing you some Elite Dangerous. Now this is a community mission where the object of the mission is to support the Federation. So there are three different things you can do to support the Federation. You can go to Beta Hydri to the Stevenson base and bring computer components and keep doing this over and over again to help them so we can build a new Federal Navy capital ship. Or you can go to the Thompson Dock in Verite and deliver mined palladium. And this will also help them build a new research outpost in Call 285 Sector 9T Delta 343. Or you can go to the Thompson Dock in Verite and protect the mining operations supporting the Cannon Research Outpost. So you can go there and protect the miners, or you can be a miner, or you can do like me and haul computer components. Now, we'll start off here at Stevenson Base. What I found the best thing to do is to pick up a whole bunch of like different things for the place you're going. I have my set place, which you'll see here in the video where I pick up my computer components. It's a jump away, so it's not very far. And I found that they give a good price on wine. So if you take wine with you, you're making 20 credits a trip there. Well, 20,000 credits, let me rephrase that, a trip there. So as you can see, this is the part of the galaxy you need to be in. And this is where we are right here. So it's a pretty good distance if you're on the other side. So we should be somewhere in the middle of the power play map. Anyways, we'll set our plot to our destination to pick up our computer components. Computer components. Okay, so there are 5 bases here. Now the 4 on the bottom are outrageously away from the sun. It'll take you a good 5 to 6 minutes, if not more, to get there. Now the outpost on the top that we're going to, the little tiny outpost, is actually pretty close. And like I said, they give a good price on wine and they sell the computer components pretty cheaply. Now I've been working at this for about a week now, that's why you haven't seen me on any other videos lately, is because I've been working on this. I finally got the rank and money for the Federal dropship. I've been having problems with the NPC and players jacking my hauls, you know, interdicting me. So I thought we'll pick something that's like a tank that can still haul around 96 tons of material, which isn't bad. I mean, it's no Python or Anaconda, but it does have 4 medium hardpoints and a large hardpoint on top of the extremely thick hull we're using. Here we go, we do a little outside view of the ship here. It's very well designed. I'm loving the placements of everything. The only thing is the little fins on the side there, they kind of mess with the toaster oven grates outside the ports. So be careful when entering because they will catch. And you might not think they're catching, but they will catch and you will be swung around. Now one thing I found out about this ship is it is extremely heavy. If you want to pilot this thing well, you're going to need upgraded thrusters, definitely, because you will go in one direction and it will take you at least 40 seconds to stop moving your momentum in that direction. And if you turn flight assist off, forget it. You will do a lot of work just to get it to where it needs to go. You can see this one kind of made it through editing. I decided to keep it because it does give some pretty good angles, especially of the planets. So now you can see the detail of planets that have environments. We can't land on these planets yet, but you can see that their detail is not as good as planets that we can land on. I'm hoping once Horizon version 2 launches, when we get the DLC that lets us land on vulcanated planets like that the detail will be higher. Now I originally got this because I was interested in it from watching Obsidian Ants VR videos on it. And looking around cockpits and VR was amazing. Not only that, it's a great space sim all on its own. It's nowhere near No Man's Sky level, but it is very high up there. Now, No Man's Sky is another game to be looking out for if you're interested in games like this, because it takes this, gives it more of an arcadey type element to it. Like going into planets is a whole lot easier than this. The Elite Dangerous system is so cumbersome because not only do you have Super Cruise, but you have Super Cruise, then you have Planetary Orbital, then you have Glide, and then you come out of Glide and then you're on regular speed. And just like this, I'm going a hyper jump. It drops me out into a sun of a solar system in Super Cruise mode. And then I have to drop out of Super Cruise mode to go into the station or planet or whatever. Whereas in No Man's Sky, you just fly straight to it and you automatically come out whatever. It doesn't matter speed or anything else like that. You'll come out and you'll fall down just like you would in any other game where you're landing on a planet. So that seems to be a lot better to me. It makes it more fun than having to do all this stuff. But Elite Dangerous has its high points, and that's the community aspect. The community aspect really drew me close to this because I've noticed there's a huge community of Elite Dangerous players out there and YouTubers. Now, I was pretty amazed with this because I've been playing lots of games. If you watch this channel for long, you'll notice that we play pretty much every game that we can. At least the ones that I'm mostly interested in at the moment or at that time. And the communities for those games is very shallow, very small. Most of the time there's a lot of players, but there's not a lot of community. Community as in like getting together with friends and hanging out in the game. Now, Elite Dangerous has that. You can team up with your friends and form wings. You can form your own faction and actually take over a system and have your faction run the system. Right now they got the Distant Worlds Expedition in Elite Dangerous, where there is a group of people and they're just traveling the galaxy, going to checkpoint to checkpoint. Think about it as a international space rally, or I don't know how you would say that. But yeah, it's like a space rally where they travel around the different systems and meet up at checkpoints and have fun. Check it out. It's called Distant Worlds. Look up Elite Dangerous Distant Worlds, and there should be a bunch of videos up of it. It looks pretty cool. I mean, the amount of ships and people in one place is cool because this galaxy is really big. I think on my home base in my home area, my home system, I've never seen a real player yet, and I've been playing for about a week straight. So there's not that many people around my system area, which is nice because I like that. And plus, it works out for me because the system I'm in has like 6 rare good routes, all within like 10 light years of each other. So they're one jump to each route, which is nice. But anyways, we're going to be collecting computer components for the Federation in this video. I'm going to be helping out this community mission for the next 2 days, because you got 2 days left in the mission. If you want to partake, you can win credits, and there's also a special bonus which they have not announced yet. It could be a ship, it could be paint, bobbleheads, or anything else like that. So go ahead and partake in the community. Just be warned, if you're doing the computer component, I don't know about the mining, but if you're doing the computer component part where you're delivering the components to that base, be careful. There are trolls out there that are just sitting outside the base waiting for you to come, and then they'll interdict you and try to tackle your goods, you know. I really hate that, especially when you're supporting a community-driven event and you got these assholes that just want to fucking take your shit so that they can turn it in. And they don't have to do the distant travel, they don't have to go to this port and pay 1,000 credits for this crap and bring it back. They can just take your stuff. I hate that. If there's anything, I would like to see a higher like police presence in the systems that have security forces in them, and not only to go after NPCs, but mostly to go after these like players. Because if somebody's hanging around in Super Cruise for an extended period of time, they're not traveling to a destination or going to scout planets. They're trying to get other players and interdict them. And it's either to pirate them or just be a troll just to pull them out and kill them. I've noticed that way too often where they'll just pull them out and kill them. There's no piracy involved. And that crap right there pisses me off. I really hate that. It reminds me of, the kill on sight in the DayZ era. Because DayZ was great in the beginning, and then eventually it became into just a kill fest, and it lost all of its fun because you're not surviving anymore. You're just spawning and dying. And that's not cool. And this one is definitely not cool, especially with the rebuy. And if you have a very expensive ship like this dropship, the rebuy is almost 1,000,000 credits. So if you don't have 1,000,000 credits, you just lost your ship. Because you can't pay the insurance on it. And it's all from another player that just wanted to be a dick. That's why it's going to force players to get the higher ships, like the Anacondas, the Pythons, and the Corvettes. And pretty soon you'll see less Asp Explorers, less Diamondbacks, less all these other smaller ships. And forget about the transports, like the Type 6, the Type 7, and the Heavy. You'll barely ever see those guys because they're gonna get tired of having to rebuy their ship because some dick in a Python blows them up all the time, or takes their cargo. So I think in the future of Elite Dangerous, unless something changes, all you're gonna see is the big ships, the Pythons, Anacondas, and the Corvettes. Right now there's an incentive to be in smaller ships. You got good jump range, stuff like that. They're cheaper to rebuy. You can have a little more fun with them and thrash them around a little bit more and not have to be so protective. But with the fact that players are doing all this crap and griefing people, unless something changes in the game to make that more of a stricter punishment on stuff like that, you're going to be seeing more players with these bigger ships just so they can protect themselves against griefers. Because if a dude in a freaking I don't know, let's say Diamondback Scout is going around griefing people and pulling them out in frame shift and all that, and just killing them. If he pulls out somebody in a Python or Anaconda, he's gonna get blown away. But most of the time, you can see who they're gonna see who you are before they pull you out. So most of the time, they won't even pull the people out. So if anything, it's going to alleviate that because they're not going to be able to pirate anybody because unless they're in the Anaconda or Python themselves, they're not going to be able to jack somebody's stuff unless it's a new player. And that's what is really sad, is that's going to make people not want to play the game because they're always going to be jacked with by these trolls and griefers in these main systems, because that's where they hang out, is in the main system with all the shipyards, with all the good equipment and stuff like that, and a lot of the rare trading routes. So new players to the game are gonna be put off by it, especially people that get to do the trial thing like Xbox One had. I know that probably put a lot of people off on the game. Now I am liking that everything's going cross-platform now. That games for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC are kind of being more compatible to play with each other online. That's kind of cool. But I've always been a big supporter of the idea of Steam box or PC run community, because these game companies, the Xbox, PlayStation, they make money off of the console sales and the games put on the consoles. So they're making money off of you no matter what they do. That's why they put out exclusives. But if you're a friend on Xbox and you're on PlayStation, y'all can't play games together. Well, that might change, but whereas right now you can't really play that many games together. That's why I support the whole Steam box thing and PC thing, because if more people bought Steam boxes for about the same price as a console, not only would they have better graphics, they'd have more games, better backwards compatibility, they could play with their friends, and the games are cheaper, because especially if you get them on Steam sale or something like that. And that's what I think a lot of console people don't get yet. I think the Steam box needs to be put out there more, because if everybody's on the same platform they're like, oh, gaming will die. It won't die. Gaming won't die. Okay, Microsoft and Sony will stop making consoles, if that's the case, but they'll still make games. They'll just be like Sega. They'll still make games, right? And not only will it not make gaming worse, it will make gaming better, because then it's not competing on, you know, who's got what system and stuff like that. Publishers will actually have to make a good game to compete, because if you got all these thousands of other publishers making games for PC, and everybody has PC, there's no more console, it's just PCs or Steam boxes for everybody, and everybody's on Steam or whatever, they'll have to make better games to sell their games. They can't rely on console exclusives no more. They can't rely on, you know, Xbox versus Sony type things. They can only sell their game based on their game and how good it is. So we won't have as many of these like EA and freaking Activision and all that crap, and where half finished shit is getting put out there. It'll be more complete, which is why I applaud this game, because it came out betas, early accesses, they've worked on it so hard, and they did release a complete product. So I applaud these guys. Thank you for making a complete product. Anyways, guys, that concludes this video. I hope you like it. If you're interested in Elite Dangerous videos and you want to check out this channel, please subscribe, like the video, let me know in the comments what kind of stuff you want to see. I am going to be starting a system of videos where we'll travel to different systems and explore their planets, stuff like that. And the goal is to do a system a day in this exploration, which is going to be cool. I'm working my way up to it. I need a better ship for it as of right now. So I'll be working at that. But right now we're doing the community mission. You have 2 more days to jump in this community mission, guys. That's the main focus of this video. Sorry for the ramble, but it's only 2 more days, so jump in it, guys. Help out the community, and you'll make a little extra in the long run. You might get something cool out of it. We'll find out later. But that's the end of this video. I'll let you guys know in another video, after the 2 days is up, what special items I received, what I received for participating in this community mission. And we'll continue to talk more about how this series will progress, and more series and stuff we'll create from this one. So I want this to be more community based. So if you're in the Elite Dangerous community, or you're a Hackerberry channel subscriber already, hit me up in the comments and let me know what we can do to make good videos for the community. Now, there's tons of ship review videos out there. There's tons of how to get started, how to get rich videos, stuff like that. So trying to think of different stuff for Elite Dangerous that would be more entertaining. Now, there's not too many exploring videos, so that's where I'm going to be focusing on mostly. But I would love to do it with you, the viewer. If you'd like to join in, just private message me or hit me up in the comments. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.